Good morning, everyone. I see already a few people in the chat. Good to see you all again. And we only have 1 week to go. Exactly 1 week. I, if I'm right. Yeah. I think we will start, or we will finish exactly over a week on Thursday. And yeah, I think it's a little bit pity maybe, but we have 1 week to go, so that's very good news, I think. Good morning, coming in. Okay, so a very small talk for people who don't know me yet. I'm Julia Henze, an artist, urban sketcher, art teacher, and your guide on this Inktober challenge. I'm also the founder of Brave Brush Studio, a supportive community where amateur artists like you learn how to paint and to draw, have fun, and grow together. And we have classes on watercolor, gouache, ink, markers, and all of these very nice classes on developing your skills, like urban sketching, for example, how to get proportions right, how to draw vehicles, how to draw people, all this stuff. And next month we will talk about colored pencils, how to draw, how to work with them, how to draw beautiful landscapes, also people, and all this stuff. And it's for all levels. Actually, we'll always start with a very simple, basic skills and build it up to yeah, pretty pretty good level of sketching. So this month we have 15% off the monthly subscription and 10% of the 3-month subscription. So if you want to improve your sketching, drawing, painting skills, go to bravebrushes.com and become a member. And yeah, be happy. Good morning, good morning. Okay, today we have again a very exciting reference. Let me show you. Oh, by the way, don't forget to sign up for this workshop on Saturday. You can find the link below the video. And yeah, we will paint this pumpkin Halloween, very, very funny or very sweet, actually, Halloween pumpkin. So, okay, the reference. How are you guys actually? How is the challenge going? Is it difficult to keep up, or are you happy to draw every single day? It's only sometimes half an hour or even less. Is it difficult to keep up with me, or are you still happy? Let me know in the comments. So today's reference is all about architecture again, and my choice was actually happy. Good to good to read. Thank you, Mariella. I the my choice for this reference was actually because I knew that I would have a lamp on this side, and here will be this beautiful archway. I hope it will it will be beautiful. By the way, yesterday I was a little bit unsure about how well my lamp turned out, but when I looked at it, a few hours or maybe even minutes later, I actually loved it. I thought, oh, it looks quite well. So sometimes you just need to take some time, look at other things, um, and then it looks much better than you thought. So today, for today's reference, I didn't glue any paper on this side, but I already glued some paper on the other side. Hi, Gerlof. Because I know that tomorrow we will draw strawberries, and I want to try out more a wet and wet technique, actually, the watercolor technique. So I have already some paper on the other side, so I don't need to be afraid of, yeah, that my ink would go through the paper. So I don't want to paint on this side, but I will use my sponge to apply some color to the paper, and we will see how it turns out. So it will be a little bit colorful sketch again, but not too. I actually want to use probably one or maybe two colors. Or I don't know if you can see them. Orange and deep red. I think it's enough for this sketch, because otherwise it will it will look weird on the other side of the of this page. Okay, let's start. So I again start with a frame. I think it would work well here. Don't do it every single time, but sometimes I think it's a choice, by the way. You don't need to do it. And I use my pinky or my fingers actually to draw a straight line along the page. Okay, now let's see. Here we again have perspective, and again we don't use any pencil, so it could be a little bit exciting to do it without a pencil. Oh, I start, by the way, with my fountain pen. So yeah, let's just start something and see how it works. Bonjour, bonjour. Okay, so let's start somewhere and define the largest shapes here, and the center of the middle of the drawing will be somewhere here. And I think my perspective, or let's first mark the top of the roof. It will be somewhere here, I think. And the photograph is a little bit wonky, but we can draw it just straight, or pretty much straight. Okay, here we will have somewhere here, I think we will have the vanishing point for the walls. But before we draw the perspective, we can first mark the top of the arch and actually draw it also. Draw it something like this. And let's see. Oh, the walls, will be somewhere here, I think. They will start here. And for maybe the finishing point will be a little bit lower. And then we draw the walls from this vanishing point. And I need to turn my page for a second, so it will be easier for me to draw the perspective lines. Not always necessary, but I think it would work a little bit better for now. And it's okay to do it actually. I mean, why not? If it's easier, then you can do it. And my walls are a little bit different than in the reference. You can see that in the reference they add here. You can also draw as in the reference without the vanishing point. I think it's easier to use the vanishing point, and yeah, if you don't like perspective, you don't need to use it. And for my building, I will also mark the width first and then draw the whole building. And I have to say, I said yesterday that the reference, the lamp reference, was quite complicated. But I saw your sketches in Instagram, and guys, I was so impressed. You're so good. It's absolutely wonderful what you do. I mean, you are not afraid of drawing complicated scenes, and that's really amazing. And let me see the window here. And it ends somewhere here, I think. Maybe not exactly, but it's good if it ends somewhere here. And here we have this small shutter, some details. Here, I think the proportions are not exactly as in the reference, but that's okay. We are not worrying about that. We're actually not worrying about anything now. Just enjoying sketching. That's the best way to spend this 20 or something minutes. And on the other side we have the same. Pretty much the same lines, and here in the middle we have this other window. And I don't want to make it open, it will be closed in my case, and with less glass parts. It's just a suggestion. And again, as we did in the previous live streams, I don't draw every single what do you call it? I just draw lines instead of tiles. Yeah, tiles on the roof. It's an early morning. Need to think about some words. Okay, so this is a good suggestion of a roof, and actually we already have the whole building here. and I wanted to make it colored. So for that I will use my sponge. Before I start adding more prominent lines, I want to add some color. And let me see what is the good way to do it. Oh, I did it with my brush. Some water. So make my brush wet first, then go into my color, put it on the on my sponge, and apply it to the paper. And we will see how it will turn out. Maybe it wasn't a good idea at all, but if we don't do it, we will never know. So I prefer to try out things and see how they work or how they don't work. Just like that. And now I think I actually have enough color. Maybe I don't want to use green, by the way, here. I see there is some green on the left, but I think that yellow would maybe a better color here. It's autumn, so yeah, I think that's the better color here. Okay, let's get rid of the colors before. Yeah, maybe I will need this one. Okay, so let me see. Now I will go further actually with my lines, and here I will also draw these other arches, also in perspective, and I need to mark them first. And don't want to draw add too many lines, too many shadows here. This is the focus is here on this part, on the building. So I think that's nice. I don't know, maybe it's better to make it very, very dark, but I want to start with some lines here, with some hatching, and then if I think that I should make it darker, then I always can do that, and just use my Ecoline pencil. I don't know yet. Let's first add some more details here. And I don't know, something like this maybe. For the windows, or no, not for the windows, for the for the trees. I want to add some trees here, or suggestions of the trees as we did here on the other side, but maybe they are a little bit bigger here, so we can add more lines. And the paper is still wet here, so some of the lines will will get beautiful without that I do it. It's just what happens, and that's always nice. Then you don't need to do anything to create beauty in your sketch. So here just some lines, some little bit wild ones maybe. I don't know. For the suggestion, it's not that important. Let's draw this circle here. And let me see. Oh, I've got the lamp. No worries about that. We can add it. And for the bricks, for the suggestion of the bricks, I just use my dark red color, deep red. Very beautiful, intense color that helps me create contrast in the sketch. And here are a few suggestions of the bricks. So we know this is a brick wall and not something else. Maybe a few here. And of course they are not that big in reality, but it's a suggestion, so we can choose to make them a little bit bigger. Okay, now you can see that it starts to look like, oh, by the way, I want to add some, wait a second, I want to add some lines to the ground to make perspective look a little bit stronger. And I think that's enough. But you can see that it's still a very flat lamp. Wait. The lamp first. It's a very flat drawing so far, so I want to add more shadows, of course. Someone asked about shadows in windows and doors. Yeah, here we don't have that much chance to show it, but I will try. Let's add a darker shadow here. Also a dark shadow under the arch, and maybe even make this whole part larger, or yeah, darker, also larger. And here some shadows to create more depth, more interest. Let me see here. Also still focus on this building. And yeah, for the windows I actually add a kind of uppercase L to every single window on the same side. So it's not very complicated. It's actually very easy. It depends on where your light source would be. You can choose it. You can choose to do it on one side or on the other side. In this case, it would be on this side, so all the L's are upside down. Actually, they are always, because the light comes from the top, usually, unless we have yeah, maybe a lamp somewhere lower, but it's not the case here. So yeah, an L, uppercase L, upside down. That's what we use to create a shadow in the windows or the doors. You can see here it's not a real L, but also here I use the shadow, a darker shadow for the windows or the door or archway. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, the time is up, by the way. I got carried away again. I love doing that so much. Let's just add a few branches here, and then I have to stop. So I think you can notice. Thank you, Bianca. I think you can notice that it gets easier and easier to draw every single day, and especially when you do it for a while. Then oh, thank you guys. When you do it for a while, then it becomes a routine and it starts. Yeah, you don't worry that much anymore about about the result. But tomorrow because tomorrow you will have another chance, and you can create maybe a better sketch, or maybe not a better, or another one. um, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that's all for today, and as always, don't forget to like this video. I'm very grateful for that. And let me see. Also, if you post this sketch on Instagram, don't forget to use the hashtag Julia Henze _ Inktober. And tomorrow's reference will be on strawberries. We will draw strawberries, and I will use a wet technique. So I put I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I glued cotton watercolor paper on my page, and as you know, or maybe you know it, cotton paper dries quite long, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea to use it tomorrow, but we will see. For you, it's again use colors or tools or materials that you like, that you have. That's the most important thing that we will draw tomorrow again. I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow, and have a great day, guys, and happy sketching. Bye bye.